Hey guys, what's going on? It's Blue Man here. What's going ham? And I'm playing a Titanfall here, attrition. Um, really today's video is not so much about the gameplay. One thing I do want to share with you real quick though is I'm still trying to figure out my capture card. So there's some processing issues that went into this video, and in the future I'm gonna try to get a whole lot better at it. So having said that, Titanfall, attrition, that's going to be playing in the background. The real focus of today is, I'm sure you've been watching the news or whatever. Racism, man. Yeah, it's pretty big in the news right now. Actually, there are a couple stories that are really just driving the racist train, and I just kind of wanted to touch on those with you guys a little bit and talk about it. First of all, we need to get down to the two big news stories that are the two big stories that are in the news right now that are driving this train. The first one is Cliven Bundy. This guy's a rancher out of Nevada, and apparently for about 20 some odd years, 20 something years, he's been letting his cattle graze on federally owned land. And then, the federal government was like, no, 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 you can't be doing that. And, he disputed it and all this and that and the other. And basically, one of the things that he said was, he said this: I believe Nevada is a sovereign state and I abide by its laws, but I don't recognize the U.S. government as even existing. Okay, I want you to just take that for a second. Let that sink in. Because this is that statement came from somebody else whom we're taking, valid statements from and listening to, not really listening to in that, he's got good ideas or whatever, but we're listening to him and commenting on what he says. And just at that point, I believe we should probably dismiss whatever else this guy's gonna say. If you don't recognize the own government of the nation that you live in, then anyway, moving on. Basically, what happened after a big lengthy court case, of him, his cattle grazing on the land. They took his cattle. They arrested one of his 13 children and then beat down another, I'm assuming. Basically, as an effect of poor police work, they managed to give this guy, this racist, a pulpit to stand on. And now he's just saying all kinds of different racist things. And he also claims that he's not a racist, which, obviously we've already outlined that this guy's a very intelligent man. So, moving on. Now we've got Donald Sterling, the Clippers owner. And he reportedly stated, in response to a picture that his girlfriend had taken with Magic Johnson, don't bring black people to my games. So there's that. Now, I want to get to the heart of the talk that I want to have with you guys today. Racism. In my opinion, racism cannot be cured or, can't be eradicated or gotten rid of, or however you want to look at it. It can only be managed. Now, our generation, we're making great strides, we've got a black president. We're a lot more tolerant of a lot of things. And right now, a lot of the people that grew up, that were born in the 50s and 60s and things like that still harbor these racist tendencies, are getting to the point to where they're probably not going to be around much longer. So I think racism as a whole is going to decline, but it's not going to ever just disappear. I mean, if you look back through time, there's been, it doesn't even matter if you look at just humans or if you look at the animal kingdom as a whole, Why do dogs hate cats? I mean, I know that, there's a difference there in species and not race, but it's kind of the same principle, I mean, I can't really say that it's kind of the same principle because it just, okay, disregard that. Basically, what I'm saying is you can't get rid of it. People are going to hate other people because they hate other people. That's just how it works. Whether it's hating for beliefs, or hating for skin color, or hating for sexual orientation, people are going to hate other people because they hate other people. That's just how it's going to be. We can minimize the number, like we can minimize the group of people that hate other people by teaching tolerance and things like that. It's just, the thing is, like I said, racists are always going to be around because that's just how it is. Like, racists are going to be here because they hate people and that's just how they do things and that's how they were taught. And then people that have been discriminated against are never going to forget being discriminated against because they were discriminated against. And some people are going to take that discrimination and just constantly harbor it and keep bringing it up over and over and over again until, it's the thing is it's probably never going to be eradicated ever. It's just, until we can learn to hate evenly, it's just not gonna, it's not gonna go away. Now I know what you're saying. Oh, shouldn't you love everybody? Love is not the issue here. Hate is the issue. When somebody has so much hate in their heart, it's so difficult to teach them to stop hate and just love. But we can probably take what they already know and amend it. It's like instead of getting rid of the old rule and putting in a new one, we're just changing the rule they've already got a little bit. Instead of only hating blacks or Jews or Hispanics or whites or Asians or whoever else you may hate, Arabs, whatever, instead of only hating these people, whatever subsect you might hate everybody equally. That's just kind of how I see it. It just doesn't seem. And I gotta say, why are we even listening to Cliven Bundy? Why are we even listening to Donald Sterling? These are just individuals. We should just write them off entirely. Like, okay, well, you said something stupid, so you must not be very intelligent. So, it's just confusing to me why we put so much weight, I guess you'd say, or not weight, but why we put so much stock in what dumb people say. That's really all I got to say, guys. Is learn to hate evenly and enjoy the rest of the game.